All right. So today let's begin in a standing position, even to center ourselves. Stand with your feet comfortably apart so you're stable. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Let your arms relax by your side. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. Otherwise, you can keep your eyes slightly open to just look at the floor in front of you. And start bringing all your attention inward to the body. You can even rotate your shoulder joints a bit to open the arms, palms facing to the front. That makes you a little more active in the shoulders and arms. Now coming back inward, observe your breathing. Observe all aspects of your breathing. Follow the breath into the lungs. Check if your lungs are able to expand and contract freely. Stay light and relaxed in the arms, shoulders, even the legs and hips, belly. Check if you're able to take a full breath, filling the lungs smoothly, or is the exhalation beginning even while you're halfway through the inhalation? That can happen when the mind is overactive, distracted, worried. And check whether the exhalation is happening completely before the inhalation begins again. Now with the breathing, relaxed, easy, become aware of your body parts. Check if your weight is starting to sink into the feet. Move your attention through the body, through the legs, hips. By taking your attention, bringing a little bit of activeness, but also releasing any clenching, holding in the belly, chest. Move your attention from the tailbone to the top of the neck. Check if you're standing tall. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears, but they're active. You're not passively letting the arms hang down. A little bit of activeness all the way to the fingertips. You're standing with your chin parallel to the floor, neither raised too high nor bending down too much. Your face muscles active as if you're about to smile. Now use your breathing and that full body awareness to feel expanded, energized when you inhale, letting go of any clenching, holding when you exhale. With the awareness on the breath, on the body, tell yourself that you will be fully present with your body, with your breathing, every moment as long as you're on the mat. This 1 hour, this is where our attention should be. With the body, with the breath. Tell yourself you will enjoy all the practices with a relaxed state of mind, as far as possible, even when we are challenging the body in different ways. Now, with these intentions, you can bring your palms together in a namaste. We will chant our 3 rounds of Omkaras to energize ourselves. So take a nice full breath in, feeling relaxed as you chant. Om. Om. Take a few more seconds in the silence. And start rubbing your palms. Be a little active in your palms and your hands. And cupping your eyes with the center of your palms. Take a few moments to blink your eyes open, looking into your palms. Let's get started. So today we'll get ourselves a nice stretch in Tadasana. Interlock your fingers, flip them down. And we'll just raise the arms, lengthen upward, stretching from the hips, from the torso. And now as you inhale next, raise your heels. Exhaling, bring the heels down, palms on the head. Let's continue 4 more rounds. Inhale and exhale. Moving at the pace of your breathing. Seeing if you can even come down at the same pace as your breath. Staying light, gentle. One last breath. One last stretch. And when you come down this time, relax your arms. Take a moment. Now bringing your palms in front of the shoulders. Clench your fists. And as you breathe in, stretch your palms forward, stretching the fingers. And clench as you go back. Warming up the arms all the way to the fingers. Last round. Now this time you open them out sideways the same way. And now going upwards. Same thing. Open your fists when you raise your arms. And relax. Take a few moments. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. You can hold your elbows at the back if you're comfortable. Otherwise, just interlock your fingers to keep the shoulders open. With the shoulders open, let's make some neck rolls. Exhale, bring your chest down. Inhaling. Drawing a circle with the nose, going up, exhaling as you come down the circle from the other side. Continue. We'll take 3 rounds in each direction. Feeling the stretch with every angle that you're making the rotation in. Finish 3 rounds and then you can go in the reverse direction. Stay with that full body awareness in the background, even when there is more work happening in certain parts. Once you finish the 3 rounds, you can come back to the center. Making a loose fist, let's rotate the wrist joints. And reverse. And relax. Place your hands on your waist. Let's make some hip rotation. And reverse. See if there's any tightness, tension around the hips in the lower back. You might notice it when you make these movements. And relax. And slowly come back to the center. Now opening our arms, we'll just swing them back, going into a twist. Swinging them backward. Free in your breathing, whatever pattern of breathing it feels natural right now. And slowly start raising your arms upward, swinging them backwards and upwards. This opens up the upper back. And relax. Take a few moments. Now we'll start warming up the legs. Gently starting to raise the knees. And as you raise the knees, also swinging your arms like a sport march. Stamp your feet into the mat. That impact is also good. Raises the energy, warms up the legs, and see how fast you can make that movement. You don't need to stretch your arms fully. You can keep the elbows bent, move the arms and legs. Feeling tall in the spine even as you stamp your feet. Yeah, if you're comfortable, you can even jog for a bit. Going a little faster. And start slowing down. Take a few moments. Observe your heartbeat. The sensations in the body. Give them a few seconds to settle down. When your heartbeat, your breathing are stable, you can just go into a forward roll to release any tightness in the spine. Just rolling forward with the neck, upper back, middle back, lower back. Feel free to bend your knees, release that lower back. You can bend and straighten your knees also a few times. Swaying side to side a bit. See where you feel any tightness. And coming back to the center, raising the left arm up to go into a twist. Just from there only. Go for a couple of times, opening each arm by turns. Last round on both sides. And then you can slowly roll back up, straightening the spine, taking your time to come back. Yes, rolling back. Take a few moments. Let the blood flow settle down a bit. You had your head down for a while. As you feel comfortable, come to the top of your mat. We will go with our Surya Namaskaras, sun salutations. So prepare physically, mentally to move the body, every muscle in the body ready to move, mentally relaxed, active. Let's begin. Inhale here in Samasthiti. Exhale, Pranamasana, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, Hastottanasana, extended arms. Exhale, forward fold, Padahastasana. Inhale, right leg back, Ashwasanchalana, horse rider's pose. Exhaling into plank, Santulanasana. You can either hold your breath here next after exhalation, go down with your knees, chest and chin together to the floor, or you inhale with your knees down, exhale, chest and chin down. Going down all together makes it a little more intense. Inhaling to Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhaling, Parvatasana, Mountain. Feel the stretches on the back of the legs. Inhale, right foot forward to the Ashwasanchalana, horse rider's pose. Exhaling into your forward fold, Padahastasana. Keep your hands next to your ears as you come up, active with every muscle in the body. Back to Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, Pranamasana, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, back to the starting position, Samasthiti, where we try to bring our body to a neutral state. Balanced, easy. So observe your breathing, observe the body. Take your time to stabilize a bit. When we are not feeling stable with the breathing, with the body, there is a hurry to finish the flow. The breathing is not relaxed. So settle down so that you can enjoy the flow as we move with the next half of this cycle, where we take the left leg back and bring it forward through the flow. So preparing to move. If you need to take a few extra breaths, you can stay there. But if you want to move along with me, you can follow my cues or start at your own pace. So inhale in Samasthiti. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, raise your arms, extend backward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back this time. Allow the hips to sink low. Exhale into plank. Knees, chest and chin down, either one by one or all together. Inhaling into cobra, exhaling into mountain. Inhaling, right foot, left foot forward, left forward. Exhaling, right forward. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, back to Samasthiti. Take a few moments. We'll go with one more round. Listen to your own body. If you're ready, you can start moving right away. If you need a few more breaths, take your time there to finish the next round. I will start with the cues now, but you don't have to follow that. You can go a little later as well. Inhale in Samasthiti. I'm only going to give the cues for breath. Exhale, palms together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale. Inhale and exhale, or hold your breath and go down all together. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Inhale, right forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to the starting position. Again, take your time if you need to, or you can go along with my cues. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale. Use your breath to energize yourself to release tension. Exhale. Inhale, left back. Exhale, right back. Hold your breath and go down, or take a breath as you place the parts down to eight-limbed pose, Ashtanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, mountain. Inhaling, left foot forward. Exhaling, right forward. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, palms in front of the chest. Inhale, hands down by the side. Now you can take your time to stabilize, settle down before we move to the rest of the practice. Can you feel the energy flow through all parts of the body? Can you feel the effect of your breathing on all parts of the body? Take your time to settle down, to feel at ease, balance. Now observe your breathing, trying to find a rhythmic breathing pattern. Once your breathing settles down, see if it is flowing even, rhythmic. Maybe mentally count how many seconds you're taking to breathe in and breathe out. We'll try to maintain that as we hold our asanas moving forward. So when you're breathing in, mentally, a soft and gentle count. 1, 2, 3. See how long your inhale and exhale are. For the rest of the asana practice, you can try to maintain that count in your head, which is also another tool to stay present with the body, with the breathing. So now you can open your feet out on the mat, turning sideways. We'll go into a few asanas from here, starting with Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your right foot out to the small end of the mat. Left foot is slightly turned inward, wherever it's comfortable for you. Inhale and raise your arms. Look towards the right middle fingertip, as if you're seeing that nail, that tip for the first time. As you exhale next, bend that right knee. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Be aware that the shoulders are not leaning forward because your spine will be at a gradient. Try to keep the spine vertical. Only the lower body is working. You're bending the knee, just sinking a little lower. Now check your knee. If it's tilting too much inward, see how much you can open it out a bit. Be active on the inner thigh. Now can you come back to your breathing with the counts? Trying to stay light so you don't feel the intensity. If you feel very strong sensations on one place, maybe some other part is not being active enough. It is not supporting you enough. Whatever your breathing count, 2 more rounds of breath. Your hips are open towards the longer side of the room, of the mat, sorry. And after you finish this, you can straighten the knee, drop your hands down, and turn your foot inward. Take a break here. Yeah, you can turn your foot inward and take a break. The next variation, again on the same leg, we go into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So when you're ready, turn that right foot out again. This time both knees will remain straight. The legs are straight. Inhale, open your arms. You can point your palms to the front. As you exhale now, feel that someone is pulling your right arm forward and then downward as if to take it towards the foot. But wherever it reaches, rest your palm there. Keeping both the legs straight, active in that upper arm. You can look to the front of the room. If you're comfortable, you can even look up. Can you stay with that mental counting? Feeling an expansion as you breathe in. Letting go of any clenching as you breathe out. Be active in your hips and the back leg as well. At your own count of breathing, 3 rounds of breath. And when you inhale, you can come up after that. Take your time. Relax your arms. You can turn your foot in. Take a few moments. And we'll combine all the 3 in the next posture. Side angle pose, Parshvakonasana, which is a combination of the previous 2. So stabilize first. I'll just show you what we do. So we go into the warrior 2 first and bend the upper body like in Trikonasana as if you're going to touch the ankle at the back. And once you're comfortable, take your hand overhead. Now, if this feels intense, to place your hand behind like this, you can place your forearm on the thigh and also hold the posture. That's a simpler version. So from warrior 2, see which version works better for you. Now open the right foot out, raise your arms, make sure the hips are facing forward. Looking to the right fingertips, bend your knee. So go into your warrior, and from there, trying to reach behind your foot onto the floor. Your knee is bent. See if you want to bend it a little more to reach the floor. Now, once you're there, raise your arm overhead, bringing the bicep close to the ear. Yes. Keep that mental count going as you breathe. Stay active in your hips, both the hips, active in the back foot. 2 more cycles of breath here. See how you can adjust to find that lightness. Be active in your torso and the core as well. And on the next inhalation, raise back into warrior 2 first. And then straightening the foot. Turn the foot inward, straightening the leg. And you can even step out. Take a break for a bit before we do the same asanas on the other side. Observe your breathing. Has the count reduced? Has the breath become shorter? Which can happen when we are moving the body so actively. Let it settle down. And whenever you feel ready, you can open your feet out again. This time we focus on the left leg bending towards the left. So open the left foot out this time. Right foot slightly inward. Make sure your hips are both in line with the front edge of the mat, the long edge of the mat. Inhale, raise your arms. Look to the left fingertip this time. As you exhale, bend the left knee, sinking the upper body lower. See where you feel the stretches. How can you be active? Through the fingers, arms. Mentally keep the count going. Now we are going into warrior 2 first. So 3 poses. The first one is the warrior 2. Yes. Just looking towards the left fingertip. Allowing yourself to feel that surge of energy, building that strength, that inner resilience of a warrior who can take challenges while being mentally stable, at ease. One more breath here. And then you can slowly drop your arms, straighten the leg. Come back up to a straight position. Now come back up. Turn your foot in. Take a few seconds. Observe all the different muscles. Let your breathing dissolve any difference in how you're feeling through the different parts. When you're ready, you can open the left foot out again. This time we go into Trikonasana without bending the knee. So the next preparatory pose. So you breathe, inhale, raise the arms, turn the palms forward. And now feel that someone is pulling your arm to the left side, taking it all the way to reach down with the leg straight. With the leg straight. Leg straight. Yes, not bending wherever it reaches. If it reaches here, that's fine. If you can go all the way, that's good. Pointing the arm up. We are not taking it overhead still. Looking up if you can, otherwise looking to the front. Keep that mental count. See how you can be active in the torso and hips so that all the weight is not sinking on your palm, on that front leg. 2 more cycles of breath with that mental count. And with the next inhalation, trying to keep that count Coming up gentle. If you need to, you can bend the knee while coming up. Relax your arm, turn your foot in. Take a few seconds. Now we go into the full pose. Parshva Konasana. Relax the muscles. Find your ease. And when you feel ready, you can open the left foot out again. And this time, the full pose where we bend the knees. So raise your arms. Bend your left knee. Go into your warrior two first. And from there, try to reach your fingertips behind the foot. Reach your palm if you can. Take the arm overhead. And keep that mental count going. See how you can be active in your hips, active in that back leg. By counting, we try to find that ease, not clenching muscles, just being active. One more cycle of breath. Stay active with every part. With the next inhalation, slowly raising back to warrior. Straightening the knee, dropping your arms down. Turn your foot in, step back together. Take a few moments. Observe every part of the body. And slowly come into a Vajrasana, a thunderbolt posture, a little to the back of your mat. Sit back comfortably. Take a few breaths here. Find your ease. And then you can roll your shoulders up, back and down. Interlock your fingers behind you. We'll go into a forward fold by raising the arms up. So looking to the front, as you exhale, pull the belly button in and try to bring your belly to the thighs. Go forward as if you're bringing your chest to the thighs. And drop your head down and raise your arms up. Try to find that ease. Even if this is an uncomfortable position, keep your attention on the spine. Keep your attention on the shoulder joints. Mentally keep that count going as you inhale, exhale. One more breath here. And the next time you inhale, you can slowly come back up. Relax, release your arms. Take a few moments. Now coming to tabletop. Place your elbows, interlock your fingers. We'll go into the dolphin pose. Yes, you're not placing the head down. Keep that length in your neck. Tuck your toes now and lift your heels up. It's like a mountain pose, but on the elbows instead of the palms. See how you can stay active in your hips. Allow the chest to go in. If you're comfortable and stable, you can even step your feet forward a little bit. If not, you can move it back to make it a little easier. Now see how much you can just gently push the heels closer to the floor, stretching the back of the legs as well. Stay active and light in your shoulders, in your forearms. Use your biceps. And slowly place your knees down. You can sit back. You can open your knees out a bit. Go into a balasana. With your knees wide open, let your belly settle between your thighs. Bring your chest, forehead to the mat. Stay with the counting as you breathe. The counting will help the mind also relax a bit by staying with the body and the breath. Take another breath here. And slowly walk your palms back, coming up. Sit back up gently. You can bring your legs out from the side, stretch them to the front. An active dandasana, staff pose. So keeping your palms next to the buttocks, just lift your buttocks once and place them down. And also pressing into the palms, see how much you can straighten the arms, lengthening the spine. Now try to keep that length in the spine. As you release your palms, bring them onto the legs. Keeping the back straight. Chin slightly tucked in. We'll just stay in an active dandasana for a while. Your legs are active, toes pointing upward. Check if you're clenching. How can you stay in this pose? Being fully active, upright, but not clench and tighten. If you're active in the legs, your feet and toes, your feet will be straight, pointing vertical, toes will be pointing upward. You're light in your hands, active in your torso. And now gently bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. Sitting with the soles of your feet together. Now, even with this, if you pull it too close, if there is tightness in the back will be rounded like this. So it's fine to move the feet a little forward to feel that length in your spine, to keep the back straight. So find that position where you can keep the back straight as far as possible, even if your feet need to move forward a little. And once you're there, with your eyes closed, pay attention to the body, pay attention to those parts where you're feeling a nice deep stretch. And it's okay, even if you don't interlock your fingers, you can keep your hands relaxed on the ankles or the shins. Move the feet so that you find your comfort with the knees, with the legs. Because then we can go forward, not feeling too intense, very intense sensations. So now, according to your comfort, if this itself is challenging, stay here. Otherwise, as you breathe out, just leaning forward from the hips. Stay with that mental count. Every round of breath, allowing the body to open up a little more into the posture. Try moving your feet a little more forward. Keep them a little more away from the body. Yes, You don't have to hold the toes also. You can just place your palms on the floor in front. Mentally counting, feeling that expansion as you breathe in, releasing any clenching as you breathe out. One last round of breath. And as you inhale next, slowly coming back up, releasing the legs. You can come to a lying down position on your back. Bend your knees, take a few moments. Keep the chest open. Keep your palms by the sides. We'll just lift up into a bridge pose once. Adjust your shoulder blades first. Bring them together. Your chin tucked in as if you're looking towards your chest and knees. And now actively lifting the hips, lifting the chest up. Stay with the mental count. Let the counting bring a lightness in the body, lightness in the mind, helping you hold the pose actively. Fine tune, adjust so you can maintain that comfort. Now, one last breath as you inhale, feeling energized to lift up a little more. And as you exhale, come back, relax. Slowly release, stretch your legs out, take a moment. Now bend your knees, bring your knees to the chest. We'll go into our supine twist. Bending your knees, just roll on your back side to side once. Coming to the center, interlock your fingers behind the head. Drop your legs to the left side. You're going into a twist. Turn your head to look in the opposite direction. Stay with the mental counting, a soft and gentle count. Start releasing, relaxing all the muscles. Allow any tension in the lower back to get released, creating space, decompressing the spine. Allowing for a free circulation of blood and energy in the lower back, through the whole of the back. As you inhale, you can bring your head and your legs back to the center and gently twisting to the other side. Drop your legs, look in the opposite direction of the legs. Breath awareness with the counting. Enjoying the breathing, enjoying the twist. stay here for just another breath. Make sure you're not clenching, holding any part. Release the back. Release. Free up the spine. And as you inhale next, come back to the center. Place your palms on the knees. Gently pull the knees closer. You can lift your head to bring it towards the knees. And slowly relax the head. Roll on your back side to side. Point your fingers, toes upward to the ceiling and clench and release them a few times. Now take your feet, your legs to the mat. Take your hands overhead. Give yourself a gentle full body stretch, releasing any tension in the body, stretching every muscle. And slowly bring your hands back next to the body. Now we'll just roll up to a seated position to finish the pranayama and then lie down in stillness. Coming back up, sit comfortably. Place your hands in a chin mudra on your knees. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Chin slightly tucked in. Eyes closed. Now come back inward. Come back to your breathing. Check if your lungs are able to expand completely. Fill up completely. And are they also getting emptied out completely? Keep that mental count going. Soft and gentle count. 1, 2, 3. Counting as you breathe in. Counting again as you breathe out. And now, after every count, pause for a second if you can. Suppose your inhalation was for 1, 2, 3. Now, as you breathe in after 1, can you pause the breath for 1 second? Then breathe in again, 2, pause. Breathe in again, 3, pause. And then slowly exhaling the same way. You breathe out for 1, pause. 2, pause. So, Viloma pranayama, interrupted breathing. You can visualize that you're breathing in steps. With every count, bringing a small pause, as if you're climbing up the staircase. And when the lungs are full, exhaling as if you're climbing down the staircase. Doesn't matter how many stairs. It could be long or short with more steps, few steps. Do it as comfortably as you can. Not forcing, pushing. Continue the same way. Now feel that the pauses are very subtle. It's not like a hard hold of breath. So you're breathing in, just a very subtle pause. Breathing in, pause. You are bringing those pauses between the breathing, but they are so subtle that it feels like as if it's one smooth breath. Let the pauses merge into the breathing. So now you are just making your inhalation much longer than it was earlier by adding those pauses and making those pauses smooth, as if now the staircase has become just a slow slope, a gradient. Now count how the breathing is. Mentally, without trying to add a pause, just count as you're breathing. See if there's any difference from when you started off. Effortlessly extending our breathing with the counting, with the longer breath, allowing all the internal systems to relax a bit, allowing the mind to settle down. So one last round with the count. And then you can slowly move to a lying down position. Let go of the counting. Let go of the body. We'll take a few minutes in stillness. Keep your feet apart. Let your feet fall to the sides. Your hands a little away from the body. Adjust your shoulder blades. Chin slightly tucked in so that the back of the neck is also relaxed, stretched out. Simply observe the quality of your breathing. With the body completely relaxed, start feeling that stillness, silence in the background. If you're not able to feel the silence and stillness, even as you observe the breathing, observe that small gap between your inhale and exhale, between the exhale and inhale. Those are also gaps of silence. Try to tune into that. Let everything else fade into the background. relaxing into that silence, stillness for just 1 minute, moment to moment, being present here, now, in that silence. Trying to maintain that stillness, to be aware of stillness in that background, even as you come back now out of your Shavasana. See if you can stay with that relaxed state. That is your connection to the silence, stillness. So start moving your body gently, wiggling your fingers, toes, hands and legs, taking your time to move, bend the body in whatever way you need to come back light and active. You can come up to a seated position. Observe your internal state. Observe how the body and mind are feeling. Taking a nice breath in, bring your palms together. Let us end with gratitude for all the blessings we have in our life, especially for this body-mind that are allowing us to experience life, to express into life, supporting us in everything we do. Let's wish well with the closing prayer. Take a nice breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms. Feel that energy between your palms. You can move it to your eyes, gently to the rest of your body. Taking your time to cup your eyes again and blink them open. Thank you. See you.